Everything about turning long videos into consistent, high-performing short clips should feel less like a full-time job and more like a clever hack. From finding the moments that actually make people stop scrolling to scheduling a steady stream of posts, the right tool should feel effortless, not stressful. I spent all of last week testing 5 different long-to-short editing tools to answer one simple, critical question: which one actually helps creators grow? See, there's a massive difference between a clip that looks cool and a clip that actually brings you new followers, clicks, and sales. What I found during my testing, honestly, really surprised me. If you are a creator, a marketer, or building an audience around long-form podcasts or live streams, you already know the hardest part isn't recording. The real struggle is turning hours of raw footage into dozens of clips that hook viewers fast, tell clear stories, and fit perfectly into platform formats. So today, I'm breaking down Vizard versus competitors like Hixfield, Next in Video, Hun, and a few others that I personally put to the test. I'm going to show you which one is actually built for volume and performance rather than just pretty timelines. If you want to test out Vizard for yourself after hearing my findings, I'll drop the link in the description, so let's get into it. Most of the tools I tried were clearly designed around making videos look beautiful with fancy transitions, flashy templates, and cinematic color grades. Those are great if your goal is an artistic edit, but short-form content for growth is a completely different beast. You need hooks in the first 3 seconds, clean micro-stories, and platform-optimized aspect ratios to make a clip stand on its own. While too many platforms assume you want to be a professional editor, Vizard, by contrast, thinks like a content machine. Take Hixfield, for example, which is honestly gorgeous with smooth motion presets and premium color grading. But when I fed it a 2-hour live stream and asked for 30 ready-to-post clips, I still ended up doing almost all of the strategy work myself. Hixfield helps you make a beautiful individual clip, but it doesn't help you make clips that actually scale your channel. Next in Video was a bit of a wild card, and while it is super versatile, it feels like a jack of all trades that tries to do everything. Because it tries to handle everything from tutorials to vertical slides, the repurposing features didn't feel specifically tuned for creators needing volume. If you are a YouTuber making long-form explainers, it is fine, but you'll still be building the manual workflow yourself. Hun was interesting because it really nails realistic AI spokespeople, which is solid if you need a host without reshoots. But most creators don't need a talking head in every single clip. They need a platform to find the hook and trim unnecessary beats. So, what actually made Vizard stand out above the rest of the pack in my testing? Vizard isn't just an editor, but is built around the exact workflow that creators need to scale their output. The auto-editing feature identifies viral-ready moments from long videos and packages them into clips that are ready to post immediately. You are not guessing where the energy is because the tool actually finds it for you, changing how fast you go from raw footage to a pipeline. Beyond picking moments, Vizard handles the boring but crucial stuff like exporting in multiple aspect ratios and bundling subtitles automatically. That alone saves hours per episode, but the real multiplier is the automation of the content calendar. You can set your posting frequency, and the auto schedule starts dropping clips into your queue without you needing to do it every day. This creates the difference between creating one single great clip and running an entire week-long growth engine. Let's be honest about limits elsewhere, because some platforms charge extra for batch exports or limit the number of smart clips you get. Other tools force you into a template ecosystem where everything looks the same, which is fine for polish but not for testing hooks. Vizard felt built for the creator hustling every week, not just for the occasional editor looking for a one-off project. Another thing I appreciated is that Vizard's smart clip detection looks for conversational beats, topic shifts, and laugh reactions. That means it surfaces natural sound bites that translate perfectly to short-form narrative rather than just cutting the loudest parts. When I tested the same interview across different tools, Vizard picked more usable, snappy moments that worked as standalone stories. People always ask about captions and discovery, and Vizard auto-generates subtitles with high accuracy that you can tweak inline. That is small but huge because captions increase completion rates and accessibility, saving you from having to correct every transcription. I also liked that Vizard supports batch exports and multi-format outputs without charging those annoying hidden per-output fees. Want 15 clips in vertical, square, and landscape formats? It is done in seconds. With Vizard, it is a one-and-done workflow that removes the friction of re-editing the same clip for 3 different platforms. Now, I'm not saying Vizard is perfect, as the UI could be slightly more granular for advanced editors who want frame-by-frame control. But here is the trade-off. If your goal is consistent audience growth, Posting velocity matters more than a single beautiful video. Vizard prioritizes velocity and relevance above all else, which is why it wins in my book. So, who is Vizard for? If you are posting weekly long-form content and want to feed your socials with attention-grabbing clips, it is for you. If you manage multiple shows or hosts, the batch workflow and calendar make it realistic to scale without hiring a full-time editor. If you run a small team and need a reliable, repeatable way to turn a podcast episode into 20 clips a week, Vizard cuts that time down to minutes. Compare that to the other tools. Hixfield gives you polish, Next in Video gives you flexibility, and Hun gives you avatars. Vizard threads the needle, as it isn't trying to be the fanciest editor or a gimmick, it's trying to be the tool that turns content into growth assets. After testing everything, here is my takeaway. Most tools help you make videos, but Vizard helps you make actual content systems. If you want to test it yourself, the link is in the description. Try it on one episode and see how many postable moments you were missing. No one tool is a magic bullet, but if you need to scale repurposing and grow your channels without burning out, Vizard feels built for that purpose. Once you stop treating clips as one-off projects and start treating them as a production line, growth becomes a lot less random and much more repeatable. Don't forget the links in the description if you want to give it a spin yourself today.